Hello everyone. This video is for the sign Pisces Love horoscope for the month of August and the rest of July. Before anything, Pisces, I'd like to thank you for being here, listening to my videos, liking my videos, and activating notifications for my videos. Thank you for everything. And also, if you'd like to visit my new Instagram page, you just need to follow me at AmeliaTarot13 if you have Instagram, or you can create one, and there you can see me every day. Okay, so we're going to begin here utilizing my 3 decks of cards, fortune cards, my moon cards, and the angel cards, for a message for all of you here. For those of you who have never been in my channel, I will explain to you here. I shuffle my cards, and as they go turning over, I start putting them down on 3 lines. Okay, so let's see what we have here. Okay, Pisces. Seems you have some very interesting cards. Okay, so this card fell as is, so we're just going to leave it like that. And continue shuffling here for the next line. Okay, so we're going to talk a little bit also about the ascendant and moon sign as well, if they apply. And it's very important to look at both your ascendant and moon sign, because there are certain situations in which you need to follow your moon sign, because that's where the moon sign is what controls our emotional state. So if you know what your ascendant or moon sign is, I recommend you watch it, especially if it's Pisces. Watch this video. In order to find this information, you just need to know the date and time of your birth, and you can look that up. We're going to continue shuffling here for the second line. Certain cards keep falling here, but they don't fall face up, and I only put down the cards that fall face up. So I'm putting some of them back. Okay, so now we have the second line, and we're going to move on to the third line. Okay. And remember as well, for anyone who needs a personal reading, a private reading, you can write to me at ameliatarot13@gmail.com. Okay, so I just need to turn over now the very last card, which is going to be the guide for this reading, the main topic, central card. So we have here the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords, in this situation, I feel, let me take a look here. I feel that in this particular case, Pisces, I feel that this queen is going to be you, man or woman, who takes this type of attitude. You are a water sign and are a little bit more sentimental, romantic. You try to make decisions using your heart. In this situation, and I'm very happy for you, I see that you're going to look at the situation a little bit more coldly. Don't put in too much emotions. And we're going to see what influence this card has on these 3 lines here. Okay, so starting with the first line. Now, I was a little bit shocked when I saw these cards, just because I see these 2 cards here together. And what these cards are telling me, firstly, is a return of someone from your past. Pisces, I apologize beforehand, because a lot of people may say, I don't want certain people to come back into my life. But this is a very important topic to clarify here, because just because someone comes back into our lives does not mean that you will accept them back into your life. I see the cards here that someone is going to come back, However, it doesn't mean that you are going to accept them or reject them. So that's a clarification on what I mean by someone coming back into your life. The reason why also I'm bringing this up is because a lot of people write to me and say that I don't want this person in my life, and yes, it is your right to not have them back in your life, but it's just, this is what the cards shows me. So I'm going to continue here with the first line. This person that comes back into your life, which the main card here tells me that it's also someone who is an air sign, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius, or has these types of characteristics, a very intelligent person, a person who is able to communicate very well, who has very clear ideas. However, in this moment, this person has decided to come back into your life, or you, Pisces, has come back into this person's life. So I see that these two things can be one or the other. This card here, which is a magnificent card, is the card of clarity. What I feel in this moment, Pisces, is that if you and this other person had been in a relationship, you were in a relationship that for whatever reason you had an argument and you distanced yourself, and for some people sometimes 20 years, 25 years can go by, a long time, and all of a sudden this card tells me that in a moment's instance you have almost a moment of clarity, and you've realized or understood that really what I wanted deep down inside was this person. And so it can happen to yourself, Pisces, or to the other person, but I see that someone here is going to have a moment of clarity in this sense. The only thing, this is fantastic and amazing. These cards tell me that you are twin souls, that people that love each other very much, profoundly, that you have a lot of things in common. These cards tell me that you may have met this person while you were on vacation, or maybe at a certain time when you were very young, even a child almost, so you've known this person for a very long time. I feel a connection that is extremely important. Now, two people that know each other this deeply has its positives and negatives. The problem with knowing someone so profoundly, as I mentioned, which is positive and negative, the negative is that it's bringing you doubts. You're seeing things clearly as far as your feelings and them with you, but here I see a doubt. In the middle of this happiness, of all of this that's fascinating and beautiful, doubt arises. And you're wondering, is this person coming to me with the intentions, as you see the card is in reverse, to announce to the world officially about our relationship, that we are together, to proceed together and take the next step? Well, that, I believe, Pisces, you're going to need to let me know. And if you're interested in a private reading to continue to see if there's anything specific that happens, let me know. We're going to continue on here and see what happens for the general reading here. Yeah. I see, Pisces, that you are a little bit afraid. I see that something in the past already happened between you, and you were left suffering over this person. And you feel that if they come back, there's going to be enormous amount of feelings that come back. And I see there are a lot of things that are still not clear. That's what I see in these cards. So, Pisces, your homework would be to decipher these feelings of doubt. Okay, so Pisces, we're going to go to the next line and see what's happening. Okay, so newly again, I'm seeing Pisces. This card is very similar to the first. It seems that this is the common theme. These cards are telling me that, obviously, that you are thinking about someone that you desire, that you care about, someone who's very important in your life. However, this person it seems that although this person awakens beautiful things inside you, they also make you lose sleep. You are extremely worried, thinking about if it would be a good thing to relive the past with this person. So, the past, Pisces, and I apologize again for those of you who don't want this to happen, the cards have a message for you, and I'm simply reading out what they say. Pisces, these cards are telling me that you are trying to understand what's between you and why did they happen this way. Why does this energy come and go in your life? Here in this case, I feel that there is a more spiritual connection. There is a karmic relationship. And yes, you do love each other still, and you have a lot in common. But you still don't know what to do. And because it's a person of an air sign, they're indecisive and unsure of what to do. And this card is telling me here that you need to take your time. It is a positive thing to take your time. If sometimes we want to make the right decision, we do need to take our time and we need to be patient. There's nothing that is done while being under pressure which has positive results. It could be in certain circumstances, which maybe it has happened, but we cannot guide our life using that mentality. We really have to think, if I am not 100% certain about taking the next step to accept this person back into my life, if you can't, finish with the past or move forward, you need to be certain. And these cards are telling me that you are going to take your time. Triumph here is guaranteed for you, Pisces. With this card, the Nine of Wands is to want to achieve something. Take your time, stop, wait, almost like a pause midway through, and then continue on. And here, if you look, Pisces, you have two nines here. The 9 that tells you that you think at night gives you light, and the 9 that's telling you to wait. And I am very confident here that there is no rush. And if the other person has come back into your life, then they need to wait. And if you came back into their life, then they also need to be patient about the decision that you make. Okay, so this situation here, to give you a little bit more clarity, was something that you thought was already over. Now, it could be a case where you had thought that this person could have even been dead. Now, if this has happened to someone that maybe you thought someone was already dead because it had been 20, 30 years since you had spoken with this one person and you had never spoken with them, and today someone has contacted you, please write to me and let me know. I'm very interested in hearing about these things because this is what the cards are telling me. I know sounds like an extreme case, but what the cards are telling me is that this was over. It's literally saying that you put the last nail on the coffin and the situation was dead. I also see that this other card, that as you see the message, they feel that they need to communicate with you or you need with them. So it seems that Pisces, this month, one of your exes is thinking about you. So let's see the last line here, and we'll see if it's a different topic that the cards have for us. Okay, so what these cards are telling me is about people who are achieving great things, people who have found their north. People who have said, I'm not going to wait for life to decide for me, I'm going to decide for myself. Because the first card here is the Magician, someone who takes initiative and makes things happen. Someone who really achieves their dreams with their potential. And the second card here, August here, is telling me that you will change courses and you are going to make better decisions. Here, it's showing me that you are adopting this position. You do not want to guide yourself any longer by your emotions. Rule yourself by your emotion. these cards are telling me that this person is going to make decisions based on their intellect and with caution. I see that this person here caused a lot of grief and suffering. However, you've reached the point now that you feel, I don't need to wait for anyone. I don't need to live this way any longer. I don't need to be in this situation. I am going to choose my own path. And you leave this situation with this person, which has brought you imbalance and suffering, in the sense that, in certain sense, this person had formed or had made had created an obsession in your life. And that's very negative. To be obsessed with someone is not a good thing, because you stop being yourself in order to follow in the steps of someone else. And ultimately, in this case, the only thing that I see was you lost your stability. These cards are telling me that this change is going to bring happiness in your life. It's telling me that this change is going to bring good news. That this change is going to help you end that pain. This will help you want to get up after you've fallen down. Here's the fall, the recovery. That's what I would call it. The recovery. And the line here ends with the Empress. And the Empress is someone who takes life into their own hands. She does not wait for anyone to dictate what to do. Does not wait for anyone to tell them to be there for you. And also does not become obsessed with absurd ideas. Because this with being obsessed, I see, is not positive. And here I see you that obsession brought you a lot of imbalance and suffering. And it's so great for you, Pisces, that you realized in time that you were able to liberate yourself from that energy. In some cases, I don't say this a lot for everyone because, as you already know me, but for some people, there could be someone who was under some type of influence. Because this card also symbolizes people who maybe do strange things in order to achieve things. So people can lose their balance, their abilities. You know, there's some people who believe in that, some people who don't. I leave that up to your own personal criteria for everyone who's listening to this reading. But this, I see here, this person is the one that had that type of attitude with you. So try to maintain someone at a distance for spiritual workings. I leave that up in the air because I respect everyone's beliefs. However, that's simply what I see in the cards. Okay, so I'm going to continue here. Okay. So here these cards are telling me that truly this situation and person had you extremely, extremely upset. And you realized that this relationship was not real, that this relationship was not honest, that this person was offering you a fantasy. And I see happiness for you, Pisces. I'm happy for you that you've realized that this person was not good for you. So now let's see, Pisces, what the angel cards say for you. Okay, so this is a card here, which is helpful people. This card indicates that it's time to expand your circle of friends, or you may find yourself needing to do some professional networking. Make time to branch out in order to create the personal or career connections necessary to be happy and successful. This card can also indicate that your situation requires the input of those who can assist you in accomplishing the task before you. This may include professionals in the field related to your question, or others who work for or around you. It could also include people in your personal life who have experience that would be useful. This card lets you know that someone will be entering your life soon who can help make your dreams come true. So, what can I tell you here, Pisces? Liberate yourself from this negative energy that is there. And allow this person to leave your life in order to bring positive energy into your life. So, liberation, 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 Pisces. I wish you all the best, and please leave me your comments, give me your likes if you liked the video, put on the notifications button to know when I upload a video, and if you do need a personal reading, you can write to my Gmail, ameliatarot13@gmail.com, and you can also go to my Instagram page, ameliatarot13. Thank you very much, and good luck.